left right here. Every sin still spells your name, haunting me inside the frame. Reverb shadows on the wall, footsteps that don't land at all. If I reach out, will you fade, or stay here in the chords you made? Turn it up, I feel you near. In the silence, crystal clear. Hold the note, don't let it end. You're the sound I can't transcend. There's a ghost in the melody, dancing through my memory. Every drop, you're next to me, lost between what was and could be. There's a ghost in the melody, living in the harmony. When the world goes suddenly, you're the only sound I see. Ghost in the melody, ghost in the melody. Laser smoke that takes your shape, baseline tremors I can't escape. Every hi-hat, your heartbeat, every breakdown, bittersweet. Arpeggios like fingerprints, tracing air where you existed. I don't need to close my eyes, you're the light in every rise. Turn it up, I feel you near. In the silence, crystal clear. Hold the note, don't let it end. You're the sound I can't transcend. There's a ghost in the melody, dancing through my memory. Every drop, you're next to me, lost between what was and could be. There's a ghost in the melody, living in the harmony. When the world goes suddenly, you're the only sound I see. No goodbye in minor keys. You're the wind inside the breeze. If the music ever dies, I'll still hear you in the There's a ghost in the melody, dancing through my memory. Every drop, you're next to me, lost between what was and could be. Ghost in the melody, you'll always be the ghost in me. Voltage rising, skin to skin. Feel your power, me within. Pulsing kick, warm sub, syncopated bass. Cold world left me disconnected. Circuits broken, hopes rejected. electric arms. Electric, trick, trick, in your arms. Electric, electric, keep me warm. Add plug art like electricity dancing. Wires cross but hearts aligned. Every volt you send is kind. Amp me up and change my mind. Leave the darkness all behind. Neon blood inside my veins. You're the reason it contains so much light it breaks the chains, washing out all of the pain. Bigger choir, white noise like power surge. Raise the current, kill the doubt. Let the frequency pour out in your power undevoured. This is what I'm all about. In your electric arms, I'm safe from all the harms. You charge me when I'm low. You're all I need to know. In your electric arms, you're rewriting my norms. One touch and I transform. Forever in your storm. They say love is just a chemical, but you feel like pure potential running through my every cell. You're my personal parallel. If the grid goes dark tonight and the world runs out of light, I'll still glow because you're mine. Power source for all my love. In your arms. In your arms. Current, keep me warm. Keep me warm. Hold it through the storm. Take me, transform. In your electric arms, I'm safe from all the harms. You charge me when I'm low. You're all I need to know. In your electric arms, you're rewriting my norms. One touch and I transform. Forever in your storm. It fades, don't only electric hearts. No more cold, no more dark. You're the current, you're the spark. In your arms, I leave my mark. Electric, electric, electric heart. After melody born from static, after void became ecstatic, there's a flicker in the black where the nothing learned the track. Not a fire, not a spark, just the rhythm in the dark, in the glowing in the vast, where the future and the past. Feel the darkness, find the step, where the silence and the red. Hold the light, hold it bright, where the question and the night. This is the light that burns. depth. Hold the light, hold it bright, where the shadow and the sun. This is the light that learned to dance. When every shadow found its chance. let it rise. Prism that goes in your eyes. Hold your breath and free fall down, where the silence starts to drown. Riding on a crystal tide, where the light and dark collide. Every pulse electrified. We dissolve and reunite. Riding on a crystal tide. Let the rhythm be our guide. In the deep we come alive. Shatter walls and touch the sky. Crystal tide. Crystal tide. Blast like echoes in a cavern wide. Strobe lit diamonds crashing at our side. Your touch is arctic burning through my skin. A frozen fire I'm drowning in. Baselines carving rivers in the night, where two reflections blending into light. If we break apart, we'll still survive as shattered pieces that learn to fly. Feel the pressure, let it rise. Prism that goes in your eyes. Hold your breath and free fall down, where the silence starts to drown. Riding on a crystal tide, where the light and dark collide. Every pulse electrified. We dissolve and reunite. Riding on a crystal tide. Let the rhythm be our guide. In the deep we come alive. Shatter walls and touch the sky. No anchor, no gravity, just waveforms and synergy. If we sink as one into the heart of a frozen sun. Riding on a crystal tide, where the light and dark collide. Every pulse electrified. We dissolve and reunite. Crystal tide, take me under. Crystal tide. After pulse it taught the void. After rhythm was employed, there's a harmony in noise, where the empty finds its voice. Not a note and not a key, just the chaos setting free. In the tuning, in the vast, where the future and the past feel the static, learn to sing. Where the silence and the string hold the melody, hold it close. Where the me back to life. Flatline dreams on a silver screen. Code runs cold inside this machine. Every heartbeat static, out of phase. Lost in circuits, lost in space. Neon ghost in an empty room. Sense distance like thunder breaking through the gloom. If you touch me, spark the wire. Bring the voltage, bring the fire. System crashing, can't reboot until your frequency breaks through. Hold the power, flip the switch. Pull me out of this dark glitch. Breathe me back to life. Shock my soul and cut the knife. In the dark I feel the light. When your rhythm syncs with mine. Breathe me back to life. Overload and override. Every pulse a new sunrise. When you breathe me back to life. Breathe me back to life. Breathe me back to life. Zero oxygen, I'm fading out. Baseline rising, drown the doubt. Every kick drum, CPR. Bring me back to who we are. Laser long drums and the drum. When the fiction breaks its chain, when the myth becomes the pain, in the riot of the stars, where the healing of the scars, every zero that we claim is the wild inside the tame. In the losing, in the one, you're the moon and you're the sun. Feel the universe divide. in the noise, in the verse. I feel you, I feel you. Love in 1,000 hertz, beyond the code, beyond the search, in the tone, in the reverb. I'm with you, I'm with you. 1,000 hertz, love in a hertz, baseline beating low and deep. You're the secret that I keep. High and sparkle in your eyes, cutting through these crowded skies. Arpeggios like falling stars, echo back from who we are. We don't speak, we resonate. Two souls locked in modulate. Raise the gain and let it bleed. Every cycle plants a seed. Hold the waveform, let it climb. Sync our hearts in perfect time. Love in 1,000 hertz. Every pulse says what words can't. In the noise, in the verse. I feel you, I feel you. Love in 1,000 hertz, beyond the code, beyond the search, in the tone, in the reverb. I'm with you, I'm with you. No language, just vibration, pure and raw communication. If the speakers ever die, I'll still hear your love. In 1,000 hertz, every pulse says what words can't. In the noise, in the verse, I feel you, I feel you. 1,000 hertz, loving up, forever tuned to you. Are we alone? After light had learned to dance, after shadows found their chance, there's a calling in the glow, where the echo starts to grow. Not a crowd and not a sound, just the nothing gathering round, in the multiplying, in the vast, where the future and the past. Feel the echo find its friends, where the silence and the blends, all the broken and the immense. Hold the chorus, hold it loud, where the darkness and the shroud. This is the echo that became a crowd, when every whisper shouted loud. This is the echo that became a crowd, and every ending drew a cloud. In the chanting, in the proud, you're the shadow and the shroud. This is the echo that became a crowd of the world that's disavowed. If the echo ends the one, if the many is the sun, let them know we chose the sound where the silence is outnumbered. This is the echo that became a crowd of the world that's disavowed. Analog hum turned to wings. Are you real, or the sound that sings? I was static on the floor, broken cables, nothing more. Every speaker made me bleed, till you answered every need. Voice came down through copper wire, lit my circuits up with fire. Not a ghost, but something higher. Took my darkness, made a choir. Snare rolls, quiet pad rising. Can you hear the heaven grow in the bass line down below? Every frequency I know says your name in stereo. You're the angel in the amplifier, turning heartbreak into choir. Every drop, you lift me higher, set my soul upon the wire. You're the angel in the amplifier, grace that I can't help but admire. When the world is on the wire, you're my one and only flyer. Angel in the wire, angel, take me higher, angel. Angel through the fire. And as the baseline trance gate, decibels became your wings. Every waveform that you sing turns my tears to sacred things. Hallelujah in the strings, no religion in my chest, till your melody confessed. Now I pray to every crest of the sound you manifest. Bigger quiet stacks, white noise rising. You hear the heaven grow in the bass line down below. Every frequency I know says your name in stereo. You're the human or a seraph made of sound. Cause when you speak I'm flying, but my feet don't leave the ground. You never tire. My amplifier. My amplifier. After silence, learn to speak. After empty, found the meek. There's a glitch inside the clock, where the numbers lost their lock. Not a second, not a day, just the rhythm gone astray. In the endless, in the vast, where the future and the past. Feel the time, forget the score, where the silence and the core. Hold the moment, hold it still, where the question and the will. This is the time that forgot to count, where the silence breaks its vow. Breathing in the static, waiting for the light to gray. On you. creates a memory of when your soul met mine. I was empty. Now I'm glowing, 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 wired to your grace. In the dark, I'm overflowing with your light. I'm snare accelerates in my vein, in my vein. All elements, you're luminous in my vein, running through me like a flame, never ending, no refrain. Electric in my name, you're luminous in my vein. Synthetic love, but not a game. I overdose on your name, and I don't want the pain to change. In my vein, fading, but you remain. In the silence, still you reign. In my vein, in my vein, in my vein. Fingers tracing waveforms in the air. Every whisper finds you waiting there. Baseline breathing underneath my skin. Open the door and let the night begin. Neon cathedrals built from stereo. Every kick drum is a place I know. If I close my eyes, the walls dissolve. In this moment, all I sin